The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Ah, you gonna get me. He gonna get me. Ah, good run back. Good run back, boy. Good run back. That was crazy. He got tired, man. That was a good run. Let's go. Let's go.
Starting field position on your first drive. First and goal. Right away, they'll change the look. Mixon.
Let's go, boy. I need that TD. Let's go. That's crazy. Let's go. Let's go.
Took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
I was about to say, like, I know I ran it back, but he about to run it back.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action.
Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him. Let's go, good stop. Holmes gonna get that. That's one thing I gotta respect on him, bro.
Across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's gonna be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
I knew it, bro.
He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal.
Good one, bro.
The tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Let's go. Good stop.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys.
Ah, he got that. He was going to get that regardless, though. Oh, they got to stay up.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
Oh, my God.
It just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
Come on now.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow.
Let's go.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Let's go, boy.
Strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to...
Oh, that's in her, man. I knew it, bro. Why did I do that good one?
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own
Come on.
33. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they
You got me on that one, bro.
weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he
Good
sees.
stop.
Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh.
Finding room at midfield.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna hit like, bro. You juked the hell out of my ass, bro.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Come on, get your big ass up.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there. Seven, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Escaping the pressure right. Complete the tight end Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
Come on, bro.
Taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes.
Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. Let's go. Let's go.
The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon.
Let's go. I'll take that.
As he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some.
Oh my God, I did not see that. Good one.
Kansas City touchdown.
Dang.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs
Hey, you can't lie, though. I locked up on you, though, for real, for real. You can't lie.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes
But you got that TD, though.
14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
But that's one thing about it, though. When I play with Kansas City online, though,
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
everybody just be so focused on home.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Let's go. Take that.
But haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Ooh, I put you on your back, boy. Hit that southern mic.
Definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here we go. 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd.
Let's go.
He's going to have a bonus first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Let's go. Let's go, boy. Yeah, what up, boy? What up, boy? Yeah, you can get a game. Hit that sub and like for me. I'm going to give you a sub right back.
Mix it up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Yeah, you can get a game in, bro.
Their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, my God, bro.
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Come on, get him. I know it. Hit that sub line. I know it.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be on a lot of trouble.
Oh, good drop.
On first down there, but it's It's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left.
Get him, bro. What is he doing?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
Butker's kick here is and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half? There he goes, left side. Now he's loose. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Madden be on some other.
Quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, a give to Mixon. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back to Mixon on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And he's brought down.
Let's go.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll give it to Mixon. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get a bit closer. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they call back into it. 24-14 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, it's Mahomes. Across the formation, completion. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part, and I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow.
Oh my God, boy. Pick after pick after pick after pick.
And down to the 48-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Mahomes now to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 23 yards to pick up there.
Hit that sub like you giving it to me. Then he ain't like can't win them all though.
We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to find his man out.
Oh.
That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was out there.
It's like I'm trying everything, boy.
Looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
I'm just trying everything.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in.
At least you didn't blow me out to like no 50 zip. Heck no, that'll never happen on one. I might take the L. I ain't gonna lie, bro, you stinking.
No one back here down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
Let's go.
Several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to speed things up here. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 28, it's second and 5. And Burrow going to change the play. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Burrow setting up to
Oh my God, bro. He did not cut like he was supposed to cut. So, man. Good game, bro.
Well timed. chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
And you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Let's go. At least we got some.
Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Good game, though, bro.
I don't know. Just one last drive here for Pride.
Interception. Put that silver line. Good game, bro.
As they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Dixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be
the final play of this ball game. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns, and it comes your way next.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got a good tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
DC.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now an option play on second down. The quick feet by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And Jackson going to run again, and maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A quick feet by Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up a shot.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So here come the Browns now for their first drive.
Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Watson now to throw.
This complete to David Bell. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, Corey Bajorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. For the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Flowers going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. It would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That is caught with Sean Bateman.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Again, Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Tucker's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Matabike.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Here's Watson. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Watson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have cut it back with a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Let's do this, man.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal
So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give him credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now it's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Here comes Grant on the return.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st down, it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Watson's throw held in by Bell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Fights him off. And he's going to be out down
inside the 20 at the 15.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the red zone now, Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Arthur Mallett. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10. Dobbins trying the left side.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
At this stage of the game, the scoreboard is the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you're going to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. Powering forward. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out here with the option left. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
Come already.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll start with the option. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got the first down and more. And finally brought down at the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. Fourth and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure is about to get to him.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly,
The blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Room here to run. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
Jackson running again.
Sheds off the tackle. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there? Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They run it again with Chubb. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
This is not the end.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Let's go.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Grant.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. Cleveland offense making their way out.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Like you mean it.
Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 17 yards out. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
This one's
report.
been as good
Coach.
as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Here comes Grant on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Faking the give. Now Watson. And the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And the slot man goes in motion left.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd and 12.
Now it's Jackson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown. Turn it upfield and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now 2nd and 5. On the option right is Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Hill. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
Second catch for him today, and they'll round up the first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, it's Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Watson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Watson, off play action. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
This is 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They run once more with Edwards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Let's go, fellas.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 20-17, 26 seconds to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. Here's Watson. Pass complete to Bell. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Watson. Caught here by Bell. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now here come the Ravens. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? I mean, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Jackson, that's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 17 yards there on the touchdown run. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Matabike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
To throw, Watson. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Watson to throw. Completes to Njoku. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
As good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, is every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
First down.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. They work now on 2nd and 9. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And the lane closes up quickly as they get about 3 down to the 38.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
third down. Here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff running left. It's Hill to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.